everyone, it's Cheyenne, and welcome to Deep Night Detective. So this is supposed to be a horror game. It's only in, I think it said pre-alpha, so it's only a demo, but it was in the horror games, so I thought it kind of caught my eye, so I thought we'd check it out. It does have an epilepsy warning, so if any of you guys are prone to have seizures, or if you just straight up have epilepsy, you might want to, go ahead and click out of this video, but without further ado, let's get into it. Controller heavily recommended. Yeah, I don't know how to hook up my Xbox controller to this, so we're just gonna do keyboard. Once upon a time, I sat down with an old man. That happens. Not that old in the great scheme of things, but getting up there. He told me that he knew a neat trick. I can make a believer out of anyone. No, he said I can make a believer out of anyone. We're going to scoot this up a little bit. And I know you guys can see my whole screen. I'm scared of putting it back into gaming mode because usually when I do that, it causes things to be a little bit slow on the game. Okay, I can't do that. Okay. A believer in what? I asked. That's not important. Everyone's a damn agnostic until you start grilling them. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, got my filling. So there was a misunderstanding. The dentist was saying she wasn't going to pull my teeth until I went to see an orthodontist, which I don't know why, but that's that. So I probably won't be getting my teeth pulled for a while because I have no money to pay for an orthodontist visit. I just barely, I got lucky and I am on the sliding scale right now for that dentist appointment. Or on a sliding scale right now for that dentist appointment. But they don't have an orthodontist with that company, so yeah. But I got the filling and I was terrified the entire time. But it's done and yeah, lidocaine works on me. We learned that, so alright. You wanna know how I do it? He then asked. All you gotta do is ask him, do you think Hitler was pure evil? I waited for the punchline. That's it. That's all it takes. One simple question. Watch him squirm over that one. Shh. Go away. His sharp eyes betrayed his complete incoherency. I spoke in total nonsense, but he spoke total nonsense, but he composed himself as if he was cold and calculating, almost sadistic. What really bothers me about this right now is that it keeps, flashing other words right now. But maybe it's supposed to do that? I don't know. I'm still not sure I understand what he was trying to say. A rare, quiet day. Something about the summer heat makes people suspicious, I guess, because spooky private investigations pulls in great business this time of year. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. A cheating husband job came up totally dry, and the wife is suspicious enough to pay for another week's investigation. It would take a pretty big idiot to turn down an easy job and an even bigger idiot to waste his time on it. So I sent Calloway to tail the guy, and it's pretty far below his pay grade too, but oh well. I sent him not because I don't have the time, but exactly because I do. He needs something to do, and I need to enjoy a summer's day for once. Besides, I'm sure it's only a matter of time before the phone starts ringing again. That or the other thing happens. I'm hoping it's the phone this time. What's the other thing? The ever-looming idea that such a rude interruption could be right around the corner makes me want to get as much sunlight as I possibly can. I'm going for a walk. It's a cool dude. Is he a ghostie-goo though? Why he had no legs? Can I... What happens if I... What's up with the question mark? I'm pressing all the buttons. The mean streets of the city. Admittedly less intimidating when you're already dead. So he is a ghostie-goo. Also, it's a gorgeous day. Some sunlight's gonna do me good. This is a lamp. In a later version, I'm gonna be able to turn this thing on and off. Hey! Hey, devs! Hey! I see you. This is my desk. I've got one of those bank lamps and an old-fashioned telephone. No computer. Why bother? I do most of my work from my phone. Or from people summoning me against my will. Ah, so that's the other thing. Gotcha. I keep records of all my cases. I've been a detective a little longer than most. These aren't even all my files. I have some in storage. My minibar. I hardly touch it. I keep my flask in my desk. A ghost drinks? What does a ghost drink? The minibar's for show. I keep it for higher class clientele, even though they never actually show up at my office. I can just run them into the wall. Okay. So I guess this way then. Should have guessed that. Hey Susie, how's tricks? Slow day for once, no calls. How are you today, Mr. Spooky? You know what? I'm kind of relishing a quiet day. Is that so? Yes, in fact, I think I'm gonna go out for a walk. Would you like me to bring you back some lunch? I'm a little strapped right now. I shouldn't be spending the money. It's my treat. Oh, pick me up a hero is I think what it's actually called. And a small Coke then. Will do. I'll be back in just a bit. Thanks, Mr. Spooky. Case note. Oh, okay. Okay. Is he gonna say the same thing about this lamp? This is a lamp. In a later version, I'm gonna be able to turn this thing on and off. Woo! Dentist office. The walls are pretty good at keeping out the drill sounds. The screaming, not so much. Yeah, well. I think maybe a therapist's office? It's the office of some guy with a PhD. And I think I heard crying in there once. That or barking. It was really quiet. Advanced Services Technical Solutions. I think it's a call center. Bathroom. No more doors. Ooh, this has got a different question mark, I think. Some company that works with computers. I asked Susie about them. She doesn't know them. I go to her for computer stuff. I don't understand it all. It at all. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, maybe it's just because the way it is with the door. Another therapist. Great guy. Help me get over dying. I haven't seen him in a while. I ought to check in. I mean, I don't know how to check in, so... yeah. Uh-oh. No, no, not again, damn it! Well, this is a pisser. I'm being summoned against my will. Now I can see why there's an epilepsy warning. Let's just hope it's a paying client this time. See, it told me this at the beginning, and I guess I just wasn't paying enough attention. Wah! 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 What? Oh, S's. Okay. Ooh, I can float? I can float. Okay. Ooh! Hey, another ghost! Hello, Mr. Ghost. Hey. Hey. Well, I assume you were just summoned as usual. If you're going back, I am. Hang up your clothes on the astral coat rack. I already did that. You can retrieve them on the other side. Swell. Thanks. Woo! I'm so cool. I love this already. I made it safely to wherever this is. This place is inconspicuous, relatively so at least. The symbol's on the wall just like it's supposed to be. It's quiet. This seems to be some kind of... like an old backyard shed but bigger and without gardening supplies. Mr. Spooky, is it? A raspy voice calls out. Oh, wait. Sorry. Mr. Spooky, is it? That's still not good. Okay. Mr. Spooky, is it? There we go. A raspy voice calls out from behind me. A butler, it appears. Oh, well, that's a bad voice for a butler. Too late now. He must be the one who summoned me. I take one last contemplative and silent look around to make sure I'm not in any danger before I give the guy the time of day. The same. How can I help you? My name is Edward Mannheim. I am a servant of the Winterfield Manor. The owners, July and June Abernathy. Abernathy? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. The reason I freak out about that, I might change his voice to something more, but the reason I freak out about Abernathy is because recently I have gotten, like, super into watching Dimension 20, Dungeons & Dragons playthroughs, which, oh god, I want to play Dungeons & Dragons so bad. I've never played before, but I want to. And in the game, for Fantasy High, one of the main characters' last names is Abernathy. Her name is Adine Abernathy. Oh, so awesome. Oh, they have a live playthrough tomorrow. Well, technically live stream tomorrow for Fantasy High. I'm so excited to watch it again. Love it. Okay. My name is Edward Mannheim. I am a servant of the Winterfield Manor and of the owners July and June Abernathy. I'm afraid we are in quite desperate need of assistance, he says in a practiced, well-enunciated growl. His voice is charred and gravelly, but well-spoken and easy to understand, like an expensive organ with rusty pipes. So this is still bad, but I'm keeping it. Do you have a phone? I need to call my secretary. But of course. The phone is in the main house. We can discuss the details of your potential employment inside. I like that. Potential employment. It means I'm allowed to decline. Which means he's not one of these kids who thinks that the high price of my summoning in the old book refers to their soul or something. They can pay me in the magic money that comes from inside you. Like they can pay me in the magic money that comes from inside you. I'm already here, might as well hear the guy out. Lead the way, Mannheim. Right this way, sir. Case note. Yes, hello. I see you. Right this way, sir. Ooh. Wait 1 second, Mannheim. Before we go inside, I stop Mannheim from walking any further. What's the general gist of what's going on here? I want it from you first before I hear it from anyone else. Mannheim's face doesn't change. The butlers are never all that expressive. We believe, Mr. Spooky, that the house is haunted. Lots of houses are haunted, Mannheim, I reply. Most of them, in fact. Only house I know that's not haunted is mine, and that's arguable, seeing as I live there. Mannheim begins again. The police have traced several disappearances to the Winterfield Manor. We would very much appreciate it if you investigated the house before the police made a mess of things. July Abernathy believes the cause to be spectral in nature. Ooh, it's my choice? That's his first guess? While that may well be the case, do not respond. What do I want to say? I feel like I'm the strong silent type, so I'm gonna not respond. I hope that answers your question regarding the general gist of the situation. Mr. Abernathy is curious to see if you can deny or confirm his suspicions regarding the strange nature of this household. Good question, I respond, perhaps somewhat short in my approach. What if he's wrong? What if it's not a ghost making people disappear? I cannot begin to speak on his behalf of the subject, Mr. Spooky. If he deigns to return soon, you may speak to him about it then. This is Mannheim's last word on the situation before he leaves and turns back toward the house. Are there ghosts here? Yeah, obviously. I can feel them from all the way over here. But are these same ghosts the answers to the Abernathy's problems? Let's hope so, for their sake. Dun dun dun! I wish I could open my case notes. There probably is a way, I just don't know. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh, float in the house like a smooth criminal. Deep Night Detective. You know what? Nah, we'll go a little bit further. Book 1. Sympathy for the Devil. No, you know what? Yeah, we gonna leave it here. We've gone this far. We got a little taste of what's to come. Of course, this is only a taste of what could come from this game because it's only a demo, but we will get another sweet taste when we return to Deep Night Detective. As far as I've seen, there's no save thing, so this is one of those things where I will have to go, back at the beginning every time, but I'm interested, and so, yeah, I'm pretty interested so far. So, yeah, I haven't decided if I'm gonna go back to Fruits Basket right now, just because so far I can't find any extra, I can't find any other endings right at this very moment. I still have it on here, I haven't deleted it. I'm just not entirely sure if we're gonna go back to it anytime soon right now. If you guys do want to go back to it, let me know. But until then, welcome to Deep Night Detective. I hope you guys liked it. I am intrigued, to say the least. So, without further ado, I love you guys so much. Stay you. Believe in yourselves because you guys are absolutely amazing, and I mean that. Don't forget that. Don't forget to dance today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.